Alrighty, hello to today's GoPro riding lesson. We are going to be talking about shapes in the arena, different verbs and nouns and adjectives that we use when we're talking about the arena and the layout that we have, things that we want you to do in the arena. We use words that are common to the horse world, and we need to practice in order to know what we're talking about. So that if I say we're going to do a serpentine, we're going to go down the center line, we're going to go down a quarter line, we're going to do this and that and this and that, we understand what I'm referring to. So we're going to be going over that today. We're going to be demonstrating it in the arena on Victor here. I don't think we've met Victor yet except for this week's videos. I have here, see if I can get it to focus. I have here a layout of the arena. So the arena has all of these letters around it. This is part of the dressage arena. So the dressage is like the dancing horse. It's part of a 3-trial event called eventing. It's in the Olympics. These letters date way back in history, but fun fact, we have no idea where the letters came from. So we do not know if the letters stand for the names of horses in a king's stables. We don't know if it's the name of the knights who owned the horses. No idea. One of the few things that we are completely clueless about in the horse world, but that we use all the time. So I'm going to use this as a visual demonstration of what we're supposed to be doing when I say different words about what I want our horse to do in the arena. So we're going to start by talking about a serpentine. So a serpentine sounds like serpent. So a serpent is going to be weaving through the grass back and forth, back and forth. So when we want to do a serpentine, we are cutting straight across the short of the arena, and then we are U-turning and cutting straight across again. So you're going to be alternating right hand turn, left hand turn, right hand turn, left hand turn, right hand turn, left hand turn. This is really good to work on your horse's straightness, your horse's ability to bend around the leg. So I want you guys to get your seat going. Got your reins ready, sitting up nice and tall. We are going to do a serpentine starting at C here by the American flag. So right now we're cutting straight across the middle. Your shoulders are pointing square, your eyes are pointing square until we reach the long side. We're going to do a left hand turn, so left hand to left hip. We're looking to the left. My shoulders are aiming towards the left. My seat is still telling my horse to walk until I'm straight across the middle. Then I want to keep my hands even again unless I need to make adjustments to my horse's course. They don't always listen, but our horses are pretty good. So we just did a left hand, so now we're going to do a right hand turn. So I'm going to bring my right hand to my right hip. I'm looking where I want my horse to go because they can feel where I'm looking. And I'm going to keep turning him to the right until we're going straight across the arena. So now that we're going straight, my hands are even, my shoulders are square over my hips. I'm still asking him to walk by scooting my seat. If you have a mirror, check your equitation, so that's head, shoulder, hip, heel. We're now doing a left hand turn because we just did a right hand turn. Left hand turn until we are cutting across the short of the arena again. Keep your horse walking. Keep your seat engaged, core is engaged, chin is up. We're not looking down at our horse. We're about to reach the long side. We're going to do a right hand turn this time. So I'm asking Victor to bend around my inside leg, which is my right leg right now. So we're straight across the middle. He's not quite straight yet. There we go. And we have one more turn that we can squeeze in, so it'll be a left hand turn. So as we come up to the long side, I'm going to start to engage the left turn with my left hand towards my left hip, looking to the left. My shoulders are aiming where I want my horse to go. And once we get to the letter F up ahead, we're going to ask Victor to halt by pulling both reins back towards our hips until our horse comes to a complete stop. Then we will relax our hands. 3, 2, 1. Whoa. All right, so we just did a serpentine, so now we're going to talk about cutting the diagonal. So if I pull up my little arena again, we're at the letter F right here. So if I want to cut the diagonal of the arena, I'm going to go from F to H, or from M to K. So we're going to cut both. We're going to cut the arena, and we're going to end on our right rein, and then we're going to cut the arena and end on our left rein. Hold on, Victor. I did not ask you to walk. So we're going to cut the arena twice, almost making a giant figure 8, but we're trying to go straight across the middle. So we'll ask Victor to walk on with a squeeze. I'm going to aim my shoulders over at H. I'm going to keep my eyes on H. I'm even going to keep my hips pointed at H as I get Victor to walk across the middle. So I'm not trying to come in early to the left of H or to the right of H. I'm trying to come in straight at H and turn into that corner nicely before I aim over at M while cutting the short side next to the letter C where we started our serpentine. So I'm coming in right at H, little bit of right rein. As I turn into my corner, we're going to pass C, head over to M, keep your seat engaged. You're still asking your horse to walk by moving your hip bones towards your hands, one at a time. Once we get to M, we're heading over to K. So I'm using my right rein again. I'm still on my right rein in my corner, so I'm turning right. I'm going to head over to K. Once I get to K, we're going to switch reins, which is another way of saying change directions. So when I get to K, I'm going to engage my left rein. Right now I'm trying to keep him straight. He's trying to wobble over to the left because he knows that's the direction we're going in. So you can see I'm kind of pulling his nose to the right to straighten him out. He shouldn't turn until I want him to, which is right now. And we're going to halt 3, 2, 1. Whoa, both reins back, sit up tall. So we just did both of our diagonals. We did a serpentine. We did our diagonals. Now we're going to go down the center line, which is between A and C. So we're going to ask Victor to walk on, squeeze your calves together as if you're trying to touch your heels. And once we get next to A, we're going to turn straight down the middle with our left rein, heading towards the American flag. So the whole time I'm keeping him straight. When you're riding a horse, you're constantly doing little adjustments as if you were driving a car. So while you're at home, I want you to kind of analyze the video and see if you need to ask the horse to go a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left, if you need to ask him to keep moving or slow down. We want to focus on all of those things. So I'm going to turn left here. I'm going to ask Victor to halt. 3, 2, 1. Whoa. All right, the last thing that we are going to do is we're going to go down the quarter lines. So some people call it quarter line and 3/4 line. Whoa, Victor, I did not ask you to walk. But we're just going to call them both the quarter lines. So if the center line is between A and C, the quarter line is going right here and right here. So we're going to go down one quarter line and then down the other to finish up. So we're going to ask Victor to walk on with a right rein, both at the same time. You can kind of see that our lights are set up on the quarter line. So we have a quarter line light, a center light, and another quarter line light. So that's one way that you can tell if you're going down the quarter line. It's because you're not on the wall, you're not on the center line, you're right in between the two. So we're going to keep him walking down this quarter line. When we get to the end, we're going to turn left. We're going to walk down the other quarter line. We're going to keep him going. We're going to turn left now. Left rein to left hip, keeping your thumb on top, your elbow in. You're still sitting up tall, you're rocking your seat. So once we get under this light up here, we're going to turn left again. I think I said right earlier. Left. We're turning left. We're going to walk down this quarter line. Keep your hips moving. Your core is engaged. We're sitting up tall. We're rocking our hips as our horse, Mr. Victor here, makes his way down to the mirror. He's walking kind of pokey today. We will learn how to get a faster walk in another video segment. So once we get close to the mirror, we're going to halt. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and whoa, both reins to your hips until he stops. All right, so serpentine, diagonals, center line, quarter line, a whole bunch of dressage terms in our lovely lettered dressage arena to learn. Those are going to come in handy when you need to change direction, when we do little dressage work, when we're doing anything dressage related, really. But we will see you guys in our next video segment for this week's virtual programming.